This might be a lot of fun today because it feels like it's raining. I also just put my snowshoes on, which probably wasn't smart that I put them on the deck. But I can't even remember how to put these things on. And so if they fall off, it's because it's been such a long time. But I wanted to get out there. I'm just gonna span the yard here. If you can see these trees, it looks gorgeous. This is all the frost. Hi Kyle, hi Roadhog. Hi Al. Yeah, Al, I'm trying to squeeze in an hour before your live starts. But we'll see what I get into today. Hopefully my snowshoes don't bust because they're not the old-fashioned ones. I have a pair of those, but the binding is broken. So I have to wear, I'll span down here. These ones are like, I don't know, some kind of plastic or something. But it's only -6, but it feels like there is some kind of wind going on. So, actually, I don't know if I should go the same way there. That was a big drift, but I'm supposed to be walking on top of things today, right? I actually should have had earmuffs on, I think. Let's scan you guys up a bit. This doesn't feel like snow coming down. It feels like a combination of, how cold is it there, Al? It feels like a combination of rain. So if it gets bad, I just turn around and go home. But let's see how far I can go. See what the trees look like in the distance. Can you guys hear it? -10, yeah, Al, that's what we have here. Can you hear that? I feel like my camera's sitting wonky. Oh, it's just the way I'm holding it. I guess it's trying to balance out. But maybe I won't huff and puff so bad today because I got the snowshoes on. And then I thought, just get some footage. I could turn this into a stream with some music. Not a stream, a regular video. Hi, Winnie Witch. It sounds so cool in person, but it almost feels like little hail pellets hitting you. Hopefully, will it focus on there? You see the little snowflakes? That's cool. I think I needed to wear a helmet today so I don't get pounded. I do have a toque on. It's when it hits you in the face that it stings. Hi, spooky zombie. And Bo's got his jacket on. Well, cross my fingers that I can last an hour. And then at 2 o'clock my time is when Al, oh, this isn't smart. Al is gonna go live. Now, because this is a big drift, it's like walking with skis on, right? You can't just walk straight up. Oh, I'm gonna end up in the snow with you guys. And they don't label snowshoes left and right. I have no idea if I got them on the right feet. But oh, this is so much nicer than last time. I'm walking on top of the drift, not sinking in it. It's gonna be a slow walk today. don't know if you guys can see the detail of the frost on it. Try not to put down feet so that I can see. Al, that wouldn't be funny. Funny for you guys, not for me. And I thought, I didn't wear the ski pants today. They are keep the heat up. I need more practice in my snowshoes. Kind of walking like a little child. I don't know if I'm bouncing you guys around because when I start to sink in my snowshoes, I start looking down so I don't head over heels. Definitely, because now your feet are about 3 feet long. Hi, Rebecca. My camera almost looks like it's fogging up, or maybe my glasses are. There's something in the trees. Hi, Emily. Let's see, I'm coming up to the part where I had so much difficulty last time because I kept busting through. Almost feel like you have to kick up your heel or walk with your toes in the air. Hi, Madwood. Hi, Vandal. Hi, Neo. Can you guys hear the ice droplets? What is Herfrost? It's basically where your tree just gets covered in frost. Hi, Annie Finn. And it makes for a nice picture. I don't know if you guys can see the trees all the way in the distance. Everything looks like it's got the, how can I liken this to, you know when humans used to get frosted tips? They used to bleach their hair blonde. That's almost what it seems like, right? Every branch is covered in frost. And everything looks white like it's covered in snow, but it's not snow. It's just frost. Hi, badass. Oh, this is so much nicer. I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you guys can pick it up, but that's where I fell into the bank. And I'm standing on top of it. I'm not sinking this time. Much easier walking through here. Hi, Big Tim. Did I miss someone barbecue or is that Madwood? And I have to say thank you to Al and Jonesy for talking on my live last night. There was a lot of black screenshots, but you guys kept it going for me, so thank you. So last time I went walking here, I cut to the side because I didn't walk through the big drift here, so I'm gonna try straight on this time. So far, so good. If you hear me let out a yelp and you see sky, you'll know what happened. Oh, I'm sinking a bit in here. I'm still on top of the snow though. Yes, they do, Al. I'm still getting a workout, but I mean, I'm not fighting to pull my leg out of the snow. The dogs must have sunk in here because I never walk this way. Oh, you could tell my arm's getting tired. Thank you, Winnie. I keep putting the camera down lower and lower. That's just because my hand is tired. And it's funny because my nose is running because it's cold, but the jacket is covering. I'm getting hot. So I am probably standing 3 feet above ground right now. This is all a big drift that I'm on top of. Hi, Mitchell. I missed what Emily said. Is Frank here? Sorry if, oh, hi, there you are. Hi, Frank. Sorry if I'm missing you. I'm kind of trying to keep my eyes on the chat, and I'm also watching where my feet are placed. Nothing like stepping on your own snowshoe and then trying to move your foot. Hi, Handicap. And is there a Chris in here? Chris O. Hello. Hi, Mike. Here's your snow video. Hi, Cole. Oh, snow got a little softer. I'm starting to sink a bit. Yeah, Tim, I'm all right. I'm not too far from the house. And if something ever happened, well, it wouldn't make sense. I have to walk back anyway. It's not like my daughter could come rescue me. It's not, she would have to walk out here just as well. And I'm dressed really warm. These mitts are making my hands sweat right now. Is Chef in here? Hello. Hi, Grandma Kelly. I tried to catch your live, and I guess I must have woke up late because when I went in there, it was spinning. I guess you just said goodbye. I sure am sleeping in on my vacation. The snow is a little bit softer. I'm kind of sinking in it. I'm going to try and go around what I call the loop. I used to run this. I don't know how. But walking it would take you 20 minutes. And so I measured it. It's exactly 1 kilometer. So if I ran it 5 times, it would be a 3 mile, which is what I used to do. Haven't done that in quite a few years. But I'm gonna walk it because I have the snowshoes and I know the drifting. I should be able to walk on top of it. Hi, Kenny and Debbie. Let's see if I can angle this up a bit more. I died before one lap. I did the, this was years ago, like probably 9 years ago. I did the couch to 5K, and it really helped because I was never a runner. So it makes you run for like 30 seconds and then you walk and then you run. And I think it's a progression over 30 days. And I never thought I would do it. By the end of the 30 days, I was actually doing it. I was shocked because I'm not an athletic person. I was more into horses than sports. I have 9 dogs. If you see, I'm doing a series of shorts. I found this one guy. My camera's doing funny things. I found this one guy who's doing a video. It says, show us your dog and show us what it was named after. And he had the cutest little black and white dog, and he named it Domino. So at the end of the video, he showed a picture of dominoes. So I'm doing that for all my dogs. I'm having fun with it. I've only got 4 done though. I got to do 5 more. I don't know if I said hi to Bud Files. Hello. The snow I'm walking in right now is very deep. This is also what I consider my road. Just where I drive through a hay field. Grass field, I should say. I don't cut this for hay. Hi, Nora. You know, right now, I know I'm getting a workout, but this is way easier than the one I did a couple days ago, like on Sunday. Yeah, they're probably running in the ravine right now. What was I saying? Oh, it was really tough on Sunday because I was sinking in those drifts. Yeah, Tim, it's a lot of dogs, but I have 80 acres and they're somewhere on my property right now. They used to leave my property, but as soon as they got older, they stick around more. What? This almost looks like, I don't know if I can get it on screen. It looks like the deer have been down here. Just because, I don't know if you can see that. Looks like a cloved foot. Whew, I'm out of breath. This camera will not go up. There we go. Hi, Rob. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't tilt the top part of the gimbal. Thanks, Big Tim. There, that's better. I shouldn't be pointing to the ground as much when my hand gets tired. I tilted the top end up. You know when I get tired because I stop and I start talking so I can catch my breath. No, Chris, I don't need to carry a gun because if there's anything around, the dogs would have chased it way before I get there. I can't see any big animal getting to me before my dogs got to it. You never know, but I mean, if there's a big animal around, my dogs are going to scent it out long before I'm even going to realize it was there. And animals run away from... If you saw a pack of dogs coming after you, you'd probably run. And I don't have to worry about bears in the winter. I don't know that there are bears around here. Of course, there probably is, but they'd be hibernating right now. The only thing is, there's probably deer. I did do one walk, and my dogs chased a coyote out of the ravine that is directly behind these trees. But they chased it so far away, I could hear it howling like half a mile away. So that's what happens when I come near wildlife. And I used to be able to see the deer come out of the woods. I don't anymore because the dogs chase them way before I get there. And then if it's a smaller animal, they'll have taken care of it. Whether I've seen weasels out here, muskrats, those things aren't really gonna attack me, but my dogs have gotten into a lot of skunks, porcupines, you guys all know that. Hey, was that Chuck? Hi, Chuck. Madwood, no, it's really hard to see a wolf. It's going to be rare that you'd have to like stake out the bush. Wolves don't just come out. I know out where my dad is, but he lives way out in the boonies, like far, far from civilization. And he had a mangy wolf come around. And one of my mares had a colt. And he said, yeah, she's out there. Go take a look. And I went and I walked the whole pasture where that horse was. I said, there's no colt out there. And he said, well, I saw it the other day. She had one. So we're guessing that the wolf took it. And then the next year, that wolf came around. And I'm not sure what it was, if my dad was doing chores in the evening. But he went and got his gun and he took care of it. The thing was huge. But the thing is, they're sneaky, right? And he saw it in the pasture at a distance. It wasn't like he walked right up into the yard. Again, I feel like I'm dropping the camera here. This gimbal takes so much abuse from me. So just to scan back, that's where I walked from. Hi Jerry, Yak Shabayish. And so basically, this is kind of in the middle, maybe 2/3 back on my property. I'm not going to be walking through this whole ravine here, and that's all my hay pasture. It kind of cuts across right here. So I wouldn't say it's exactly in the middle, but just over halfway. Kind of walking around what I have fenced in for horse pasture. And it's not bad. I'm at 24 minutes. I'm kind of at the halfway point. Mike, I haven't tried to start the tractor again. Since that time where it started on its own, I only drove it once. And it was okay. It actually shut down when I was done with it. My dad was going to come look at it, but the snowstorm came and it wasn't safe for driving on the road. So actually at the end of this walk, I'll be able to see it's probably time for me to drop another bale for my horses. Just because it was, what's today, Wednesday? It was Sunday when I went by their hay feeder. And it was still, like I knew there was enough hay for a couple days. But it's either going to be today or tomorrow that I go and drop another one. So, and it's also getting warmer. It's really hard to start that tractor when it's 30 below. And right now it's only -6. Tomorrow is supposed to be a couple degrees warmer. And hopefully things go okay. And I still haven't fixed my fence either. I don't know if you can hear it. I would guess my dogs are at least 1/4 of a mile away from me. And they're barking at something. You might be getting wind on the camera. But that's what they do. They run ahead, find something, and then they run back. Usually Bo sticks around with me. That'd be something if he loses his jacket, because I do not want to go walking that far to find it. There's a lot of crossing here. I don't know if this is my dogs, deer playing. Hello, and what's still on the ground? There he is. Still got his jacket, yay. He just loves that thing. Well, I guess it's more enjoyable to be outside when you're warmer. Oh, you can actually hear that? I hear it because it's pinging on my jacket. This isn't the best hoar frost that I've ever seen, but I bet you it looked better in the morning when it was cooler. Can you hear that? They're way at the end of the ravine. Yeah, so I'm standing right in front of my cottonwood tree and hi, Peter. So you guys see bushes, or these are tops of trees, they're not bushes. This is the beginning of my ravine and it goes out on an angle. And what's behind the dip is my hayfield. So somewhere down that ravine, probably way at the end of it, look at all these dogs are coming back. That's where the dogs were. But now they're back with me. At least half of them are anyway. There's Cooter, and that was Lulu. And I can't tell, I think that was Luke. But obviously something's there because she's making a big stink. It sounds like Jessie. But yeah, Cletus and Vance just showed up, so that almost sounds like more, like you get used to their howling or whatever you call it. Oh, look, I got all these dogs here. When they just find a scent, it's different. It's kind of like you can tell, you get used to their barks. This sounds like she's actually chasing something. But I cannot get over there fast enough to find out. And maybe it's just a fresh bunny scent, because one time I went walking, we found hare footprints. That we saw actually quite a few hare footprints. It was pretty neat. Can you guys hear her? That would be Jessie in the distance. A little bit, yeah. I guess you have to have better equipment. I'm just using my phone to capture this. I missed who that was. Did it say Scout something? So these trees are my south side of the property. This is the end of my property on the south. The 80 acres runs east to west, half a mile. Whew. Oh, was it Scott? Sorry. Hello. Yeah, the better views are in the ravine, but not going there today. Thanks, Nora. Oh, it is Scout. I'm seeing things. Sorry. I'm stopping because catching my breath. Is Chuck still watching? Wondering if it's starting to warm up in the States. Hi, Angela. Hi, David. Yes, the snow looks lovely. It's a workout to get through. But I mean, this fence here, the top wire, is about 4 feet tall, and it doesn't look that right now. So I'd guess there's about 1.5 feet snow on the ground. I really need to do fence repairs though. Bo's having trouble. Awesome, Rebecca. You'll have to show it when it's done. It's warming up. Yeah, it's really nice here. I'm like, no part of me is hot right now. My mittens, my hands are almost sweating. I've got a scarf around my neck. It's almost too hot, but it wouldn't be smart to take any of this off because then you'd get really cold. And this drift has not hardened, so I'm sinking more in it. It's kind of like powder snow. But I'm sure whatever this precipitation is, it's going to harden everything up. Get a nice crispy coating. There's Lulu. I think. No, that's Cooter. Lulu's got a pink collar on. Sometimes Cooter's red collar looks pink. But they're a boy and a girl, but they're pretty much the same size. Yep, not a fast walk today. If you guys asked a question and I missed it, just re-ask, because I am looking to see that I don't trip over or bend my snowshoe backwards when it sinks. And sometimes I'm on top of the drift. So this summer, I gotta come and cut all of this down. This used to be an open path, and you could see it go off in the distance. But I used to be able to drive my truck through here. I would like to have that access, not like I need to drive down here, but in the summer and everything turns green, it's very nice to come down here. I'm not even sure what these little things are, what kind of bush this is. Some kind of twigs. I guess my dogs have been here. I haven't been this way in a long time, but my camera's just spinning, trying to figure out what to focus on. And they're all running in the bush here. That is right, I have let them loose. And they've run to this area, so I don't know if it's something small, like squirrels. But there's always barking at something in this area. A bow climbing through the fence. So here, same fence, same height, and you could see the snow is up to the bottom wire. I only have 2 wires on this fence, so that bottom wire is at least 2 feet off the ground. And Bo just climbed right through that fence. Almost went in, caught myself. I was stopping to show you how this wire is almost under snow. I had to dig my toes into my boots. I did a deep knee bend, but of course I caught myself with the gimbal on the ground. Yeah, all I did was, it was like a crouch down. So it probably looked worse on camera, But, and that's the thing. I don't care if I fall in the snow. It's where's the camera going? The last night, I don't know what I did at my truck, and it popped the phone off the gimbal, and you guys went sliding in the snow. But all you guys saw was black. Angela, are you talking about the dog? They're constantly breaking through. It's fun to see them try and jump out though. There's Bo. I used to have a big, extra large dog jacket. And it was for Luke Sr. He's not with us anymore. But I paid a good price for that one too, and he lost it in the bush somewhere. Never did find it. I hear birds. Can't see them though. Can you guys hear the bird? Kind of just trying to catch my breath right now. Am I missing some comments? What did Chris say? I don't like the way YouTube puts up their comments. I did go on YouTube though, because if I ever figure it out, I would convert this. I would take away all my commentary and put some music in it and just put it like a walking in the winter with music kind of thing. I haven't figured that out yet though. But like last night, I asked Al to come up, and then Jonesy came up because I knew there was a possibility that I lost connection and you weren't going to see very much in the dark. So I went on StreamYard, and it's so much nicer to be able to see the comments because they stick there and it's easier to scroll back. Yeah, something ahead of me. It could be a squirrel too. I find a lot of squirrels. And I know people feed squirrels and they're cute, but if it gets too much of a population, they become like rats. I know the squirrels have, actually I don't know if it's squirrels or mice, but they found a hole in my garage wall, and it's old, it's rotting OSB board. Well, they were stealing dog food from the dog bowl and storing it in the wall. And this is before I had all of these dogs. I just had Luke Sr. He picked up that scent and he started ripping my wall apart. He would take a mouthful of OSB and he would rip it upwards. And he exposed this huge hole and all of this dog food started falling out. So, but the squirrels have figured out where to get in, and they've started to steal the insulation out of my walls, and they just make a big mess. So yeah, they'd be cute and I would feed them if they would stay out of my house and garage, but they don't. I've even seen them chew through, you know how you buy those plastic storage tubs? We put all my daughter's toys in the shed that's by the garden. Yeah, Elle. So all her Barbie dolls and everything, because you're done playing with them, but you don't know if you want to give them away yet. Well, one winter, a squirrel got into that shed, and he actually ate a hole through, or chewed a hole through those plastic tubs, and just made a mess of her Barbie dolls. We had to burn everything. So it's not like I'm gung-ho on killing animals, but if my dogs are going to take care of it, then I don't mind. That's kind of why I have my dogs, right? So I don't have to do the dirty work. Just got a little bit to go until I get to, once I turn this corner, I'll be on a path that my tractor has made, and I'll probably be at the hour, and I could actually take off my snowshoes and walk back to the house. And don't forget, at 2 o'clock, that's all right, Mike, thanks for coming in. Or did you mean you left? At 2 o'clock, El Chafe, my back step goes live. You know what, Anyfin? I had a 22 with a scope, and I could get a good shot, but it was my brother's gun, and I had to give it back. I have a 22, but it is so old that you have to, I don't even know what it's called, but you load down this pipe the bullets, and it's a bolt action, so when you pull the bolt back, the magnet picks up a bullet and loads it. It never works. And so I'm always trying to hand load it from the side. And if I'm aiming at something, I'm nervous because I got to take care of it. I need to get a new one, and I want a bolt action with a clip and a scope. No guessing on whether or not I have the sight lined up. It's always a guess when I'm working with a sight. But I find that a 22 is plenty enough for anything that I need to take care of. Yeah, anything. I actually bought, I don't know what it is, a box. Like I have over 1,000 and I've never ever gone through maybe one box out of that. So I have a lot. Yeah, they're in the trees here, something. It's gotta be a squirrel. Because it sounds like they're barking up. And there's lots of poplar trees I gotta cut out of here. I also want to put a gate here because this single barbed wire is what keeps my horses in so that they can go to this front pasture here. And it's just not reliable. I've never had them get out. They used to crawl underneath it. Oh, I'm gonna fall here again. I don't know. There's just so many things that I can now do because I don't have to worry about my mortgage payment anymore. So it's kind of like all these years I got that taken care of. Now I could put money into making this place better. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll walk closer. This is the barbed wire fence here for the front pasture. And it's just sagging and loose. If I had unlimited amount of money, I would put rails everywhere. Because rails, the horses will still push on them, but they're less likely to get cut up like they do from barbed wire. I don't know, I just hate working with barbed wire too. But it's the cheapest thing to use, right? Yeah, this is easy walking here because barely any snow underneath these trees. These trees have gotten so tall since I moved here. I would say maybe half the height when I moved here. I'm slowing down and my glasses are fogging up. They definitely have to have a squirrel in the tree because they're not leaving. Hi, Carpenter Self-Reliance. Hi, Good Eats. Cross my fingers, I last 7 more minutes. I don't know why, but I like the full hour. And I should still be before 2 o'clock. Al, can you type what time it is? Oh wait, on your messages it says 1:42. That's the only way I can see the time. So. There's my bales. And there's my horsies. And because I come down here with the tractor, this is just like walking on a normal path pretty much. No struggle. I shouldn't say these things because next you know I'll be in the snow. Let's see. So I said I had to check out how much hay they had, and they still have enough. Like, I mean, they will pick out the best hay. So towards the bottom it gets kind of junky, but they still have enough for a couple days. And eventually, even if I put a fresh one down, that mass of hay is going to look like that. They will go through and eat everything. So Thank you, James. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, they're not interested in coming to check out what I'm doing. Can you guys hear the dogs barking? I'm hoping that they get tired out a bit. I'll come visit Al on his live. The thing that gets me though is every 2 seconds somebody's at the door wanting in. This is a cool view. So all of these trees weren't here until the guy's last name was McDonald, who I bought this place from, but he planted all these trees. So it's like a big long alleyway. So this is, I'm heading towards the yard, the house, and that is where I came from. And that's where the dogs still are. Was he old? Yes, he was handicapped traveler. That's the reason they sold the place. So yeah, I do make the joke that I bought Old MacDonald's farm. I think he was in his 80s. And this land used to be pasture. And they had the whole quarter section. And maybe he needed money or something. And he sold, like, I don't know why he sold it, but he divided the property in half and sold the top 80 acres of the quarter section to my neighbors, and just had the bottom 80. And he had draft horses, and I don't know what else he was doing here. I know the lady, his wife, had a small garden. Yes, he had a farm. But the reason they sold it was I think it was kidney failure. And yeah, because that's what you get dialysis for, right? Al, funny. But anyway, they were always traveling into the city for his dialysis. And when I saw the property, the trailer was really run down. And it had red shed carpet in it. And it was just, it does not look at all like when I just came here. Yeah, good times. But it's just 80 acres because I don't farm every acre of this. And you see on my walks, there's a good chunk that's ravine and it's just wildlife. I'd like to do more, but it's so sandy out here that if we don't get rain like every day, the vegetation just dries up. Like, I planted elderberries in the wrong place, and then we went through a drought, and it just fried them. Hi, professional. So the garden that I do have, I have to water it pretty much daily unless we get a rain. I don't know if I finished the story about McDonald. But yeah, I bought the place. They moved to the city so he could be near the hospital, and it wasn't long after that he passed away. It's so cool when the snow hangs on the trees. Oh, and I see I'm up to 5940. So look at this guy. He's got snowballs on his feet because he's biting at them. Trying to clean them off. Okay, move along. So I'm at 59 minutes. I'm going to thank everybody for coming into the chat and going on this walk with me. And bathroom break. If you guys are looking for another live, you can come join. I'm going to visit Al Chafe, my back step, at 2 o'clock my time. So whatever time it is where you are, it is in about 15 minutes. And we will either see you there or we'll see you on somebody's live. Thank you for coming in. Now, how do I end this thing? Is it the X? Yes. End. Thanks again, guys.